Viture and 8BitDo. These guys are awesome. I love 8BitDo and all their controllers. And Viture, if you're not aware of these guys, they make XR glasses. I've done videos in the past of their stuff. Last year, I did a video on their XR, Pro glasses, their Viture Pro glasses, which are freaking awesome. Talk more about those in a moment. They got a lot of new stuff coming up this year, so keep an eye out for that. Really awesome stuff. But today, we're taking a look at this ultimate mobile gaming controller. Now, 8BitDo did recently put out a version of this controller, but this is a new one that is a partnership between these two guys. This one is special. It is a first. This is the first time we've got a mobile gaming controller that is designed specifically for XR glasses. Now, you don't have to use it with XR glasses, but it does have that feature that allows you to plug in XR glasses, and I think that is freaking awesome. So I've used this a bit, and I think it's really cool. I haven't used the original version of the mobile controller from 8BitDo, but this is essentially the same thing. It just has that added feature of being able to plug in the Viture, glasses. So I think that's really cool. Now, this here got some back buttons, got the shoulder buttons. We got the pass-through for charging up here. We could plug in our phone. Now, I do have a Pixel 9 Pro Fold, which is a thicker phone, obviously, and I've tried it on here and it fits just fine. So fits just fine. Actually, it works just fine with being folded down too. So that's nice. Now you could just leave it as that and play your mobile games with your phone plugged into it, and that's cool, right? But like I said, it does have that benefit of being able to use XR glasses with it, the Viture glasses, as this version has that port on the bottom. The other version of this controller does not have that. Now we also have Hall effect sticks, and then we have like a button here that you could enable turbo, a few other things, back buttons that you could program. Now we can use like the 8BitDo Ultimate software. Let me check that out real quick. In the Ultimate software, you could do a bunch of things, test the controller out, and also like, change what buttons do and stuff like that. Let me see what else. So this was just like the little test thing. Now we can go to profile, create a new profile. So through there, you can change what the buttons do. Go to the back, enable the back buttons to do different things. Like, let's say I want that to be right trigger. I want that to be left trigger. Okay. So yeah, you can change everything, save that to that profile. You can make multiple profiles, right? Go back, sticks. You can change the sensitivity and whatnot, invert the axes, all that good stuff. Now Viture, they also have their Viture gaming app to where you can have all your games and then like recommended games that have controller support that you can, get access to and whatnot. Oh, and I found Genshin Impact now has Android support for controllers, where before you would have to map everything with certain applications if you wanted to use a controller or just use touchscreen controls. But now Genshin Impact has native Android controller support as of like a couple months ago. So that's actually kind of cool. But then we have games like Call of Duty and stuff like that. We'll jump into a game. So Call of Duty here, we're using a program which Viture promotes to use with this, which is this Mantis Pro, where you can map everything. As you see, I have on the screen like left stick, right stick, and then all the buttons. So let's go ahead and jump into a game real quick, and I'll show you that, hey, with this controller, we can use all the buttons and sticks. And then I'll show you as well using the actual Viture Pro XR, because obviously that's, one of the big things is using that with this, pass-through XR, having a big screen in front of your eyes, running around. Got controller support with the 8BitDo mobile controller.
Enemy contact.
Oh shit. So, okay, let's plug in these glasses real quick. So the way it works, and I love these glasses. I wear prescription lenses, and with other XR glasses, I would have to buy like prescription lens attachments. But with these ones, I never had to because they have like this adjustment on the top. Like I'm nearsighted in one eye, farsighted in the other, and I have astigmatism, some weirdness. Eyes are all jacked up. But with these adjustments, I've never had to wear prescription lens attachments or anything, or have to wear my glasses. Everything's crystal clear with these XR glasses, which I really loved. So with these, we just get the magnetic attachment on there for the USB cable, and then we plug in the USB-C cable on the bottom, and it should say, hey, mirror display. Click mirror display, and then it should just show up. We have mirrored the display here. So that's how it works with the mobile controller, just passing through the display, and you have like a big, like 130 some odd inch screen, I believe, in front of your face playing these games, which is really awesome. This also supports like 3D content with these glasses, which I think is awesome. Like with the mobile dock and stuff like that, you can plug it into like a 3D Blu-ray player or like a PS3 or PS4 and watch like 3D Blu-ray movies, which is pretty awesome. Like even like the Super Mario movie came out on 3D Blu-ray recently. You could watch that with these glasses in 3D. Just freaking sweet. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff you could do here. I think this controller setup is pretty awesome. Pass-through charging up at the top. I don't know what else to say. Let's take a look at the manual real quick. It did come with a cable right there. It does say Viture on it. Yeah, it says Viture on the cable. Would have been cool if it said 8BitDo on one side, Viture on the other, but it does not. So it just says requirements Android 13 or higher, has support OTG, and that's it.
The safe zone is
essentially.
The airdrop is coming.
It just tells you how to do some quick functions, fast button swap. You can swap the A, B, buttons around, like Xbox and Nintendo style, stuff like that. Turbo function. Got a few little things you could do. But yeah, I think this is pretty sweet. If you're interested, this controller just came out. The Viture version just came out today as of this video going live. So if you're interested, check it out. It's available on Amazon, on Viture's website. I should have like a coupon code that they provided. Everything will be down below if you're interested. They did send this to me for purpose of review. Don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I do think it's pretty sweet. If you're into mobile gaming, it's worth checking out. If you're into XR gaming, with glasses and mobile gaming, these glasses, they could be used for more than just, mobile gaming. They could be used for playing PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, stuff like that. So a lot of things you could do with that. But yeah, really cool partnership, 8BitDo and Viture. There you go. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye.